Good morning, Coach Tasha here. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Coach Tasha. I am a Christian life purpose coach, and I truly have a heart for helping women understand, define, and pursue purpose. So, for the next 15 days, I am on a journey of sharing with you the 15 points that help me to truly live a life of purpose. Yesterday, we talked about acknowledgement, and today is day 2, and we're talking about self-care today. The scripture focus for today is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 19 through 20. Those scriptures are the scriptures that talk about how we are the temple of God and how we were bought with a price. So given that that is the scripture, I want to make sure that we understand that self-care is not just about making sure that the outer appearance looks well. It's not about getting your hair done, your nails done, making sure you've got the best makeup and the nicest outfit. Those things are a part of self-care, but that is not all that self-care is about, because if you dress up a torn down vessel, you're still a torn down vessel, right? So we want to talk about the fact that self-care really is also about self-awareness. So we want to make sure that we understand that taking care of our mind, our spirit, our body, our soul are all a part of self-care. What you put in your body, your physical fitness, but also your mental and spiritual health are vital. Don't be afraid to take a break. No is an answer that does not require an explanation. When we pour from an empty well, there is no glory in that. Especially those of us who are in ministry, we will pour and pour and pour and go and go and go until we run ourselves ragged. We are tired, we are weary, we are empty, and we are pouring from an empty cup. And we say we're doing it for the glory of God when really there is no glory in that. If nobody has ever told you that, I am here to tell you there is no glory in that, right? We have to take care of ourselves in order for us to be our best selves. And it really is a commitment to having a prayer life so that God can continue to pour into you as you pour out, right? It really is about making sure that we take the time to check on ourselves mentally and seeking help if we need mental help. There's nothing wrong with having a counselor. You do not have to have some diagnosis of schizophrenia in order to have mental health care. It's important when you do have that diagnosis to make sure that you have your mental health care, but you don't have to be at any level of extreme in order to have mental health care. It truly is about doing what you need to do to make sure that your mind is clear, your spirit is clear, your soul is clear, so that you can pour out the best and make sure that God is pouring back into you so that you can show up for your purpose in the way that you need to show up for your purpose. I know that I'm spending a little bit more time on self-care, but it's because it is a thing that I have learned and am learning some really good life lessons on, that if I am not good, then nothing that I do is good. And that I'm halfway doing what I'm doing. I'm not really giving full of myself if I don't have full of myself to give. And what I don't want to do is be called to minister to someone, to people, to women, and not giving them everything that they need in order to go out here, live life, and really tackle their purpose. If I'm not taking care of me, if I'm weary, if I'm tired, if I'm showing up with an empty inner me, then what I'm pouring out is not as effective as it should be. And I'm accountable for that. So taking care of myself is more important than we realize. Taking care of yourself is more important than you realize. You can't be a good mom and a good wife if you're tired, if you're stressed. Some of those aches that you have in your body, that headache that you have in your body, has nothing to do with illness, but it's about the things that you have internalized and haven't taken the time to actually release through prayer, through counseling, through fitness. You've internalized it and your body has manifested as pain. That's not the way that we want to live life. That's not the way that we want to pour. We want to be able to pour from a full cup while God is pouring into us and we are pouring out. We don't want our cup to ever be empty. And I'm not saying that there aren't times that things are going to be a little empty for you and times are going to be hard. But what I am saying is, if you are intentional and if you are self-aware, then you know where you need to balance out. So that's it. Self-care, taking care of the mind, the body, the heart, and the spirit. All right. I love you all. Have a wonderful day.